you mentioned
Ezreal
is
works
just
too.
so much more flexible, so strong into the Jarvan and the Ambessa, especially with
Hey, Jin is a little bit weaker into Jarvan, so I understand.
Ambessa's channel time on her ultimate gives
I think Ona couldn't Q flash there because of the root. It's an interesting interaction. Like it gets a slow off. Miasma. Kanavi eats through. Kanavi gets the move speed. Fake is gonna fall here. Easy flash after for Kanavi. And that's the Q.
We set up the series.
This is impossible.
Going to be largely about what Kanavi
can make this happen fast. Zeka is coming up as we are going to see that dive here onto Zeus.
T1 banned Ziggs because they had Castle Flex. That's the stun. Oh, he survived somehow. Oh, yeah.
Try to poke away. They want to be able to get one of these grubs at least if possible.
Right now, all of them are going to reset. As HLE with 4-man strong. There's the flash in. Cease and desist comes down. That's so much damage. They blow.
Ooh, all right, T1. All right, T1. It's a huge fight. HLE didn't expect them to contest, and they just sent it. That's very nice. Simple, just
with his barrier. And Kanavi,
yeah, gig online over that. Gig online. Complete control over River now from Carry on Owner, and they get Kanawi. The shield is not enough. Kanawi flashes. Where you going, Kanawi? T1! Woo! Excuse me, T1. Finally, we see Owner and Carrier playing together. Oh yeah, we have been missing this for a long time. And Gumayush is gonna fall too to the red buff. Tick, 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 tick. But here's Doran. Holy. Doran gets his turn too. Damn. Should be winning, and actually was in a very winning position. Very winning position. Oh my lord. Gumayushi is
shoving his way. But it's a 3-0-0 Renekton. And maybe even more.
Lucy Fruity, that's a bottle on the tower. Yo, T1 are just bullying their former players. Absolutely bullying them.
Doing here. He's just going to flag and drag his way out, but Doran is going to take that first turret down and move T1 to a 3,000 gold lead.
Now, this is
a beautiful game position for T1.
Kanavi's not going to get his Be the most iconic this year.
And now booking it towards his top side of the map.
It's okay, Keria said he's not good at bars and stop thinking at MSI. It is just done, bro. I don't know, it's such a...
would have followed to take him out for certain. So a good flash there, but now he is flashless. As Peyz is walking a tightrope here, very low on health and mana.
Bit of extra damage here towards this turret. The flash forward from Guma, he wants to get it.
Oh, that's so unlucky for Gumayushi. That's very unlucky.
Yeah, that was an odd situation.
That's a 700 goal shutdown, you know.
Tilted before Wolf. Don't you worry, we all make those decisions sometimes. Is Kanavi going to try and get out of the enemy jungle, but I don't know whether Owner is going to let him. Cease and desist is there. He follows.
All right, guys, this game is done, bro. Actually, it's KO.
Just doing nothing. But Kanavi,
they are KO. They are done, dusted.
And now Owner is going to chase
plain and simple.
out of this top lane. The dissonance is helping, but the Vault Breaker is going to slow him up. And I think the
what a switch in the game. What on earth?
Man, they only know one direction, and it's forward this game.
Guma's hiding.
T1 just getting value and value and value in every sequence.
After that, there's just been T1 hiding on bush, popping out of bush, and now Peyz taken over. He's fully stacked his tier. He's going to have his Muramana completed very soon, sub 20 minutes. And they're going to look for this dragon now as well. Will be their second of the game. It's an Infernal. Peyz says no Guma in this map.
Yeah, he's going to teach Guma how to do it, and that is how. Halfway more.
Yeah, for the narratives, T1.
Just hit him a couple of times.
T1 fathered Gumayushi here.
And slow up this Ezreal as Carrier takes a magical
fathered
journey
him
over. There's the miasma down, and Kanavi. I mean, he might make it towards this inner turret, but it ain't helping, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy moly!
Are just falling apart here in this game.
There's hardly a good choice to make for them.
Oh, yeah.
Soul Laner's top side. side here.
Oh, yeah. League Twitter's gonna be eating good off of this.
Is waiting alongside.
Holy, the fan interactions and fan arguments that are gonna spawn if T1 beat HLE.
Something out as well, but I have a feeling that Doran is going to be all right. No slow to come in, and he just gets himself
no idea what that flash was from Zeus. Going through a tower. Peyz gets one. Zeus going forward. Oh yeah. I don't know. This is humiliating. This is humiliating.
Here from T1 as Delight is going
this
to run
is
away.
humiliation.
So early on in his career, he has so many kills to his name so quickly. He's moving up the leaderboard.
Well.
I know.
See whether he can find another one in this game.
He's just insane.
A whole bunch of knockups come on through the season assist from
Peyz. Look at Peyz. Peyz is popping. He's popping.
Going to get another dose, and Kanavi, the next
Holy, the turtle take to dodge and then to E over the wall. Peyz.
Even getting that bounty, which is all they got. They lost everything else. So this game is off the rails.
Oh man, just
Zeka's ult just
to get out of the way of a shockwave. I mean, HLE, they are incredibly far behind, right? So there's not a whole lot they can do here.
They get even a slight lead, what they can turn that into. And speaking of TSM,
glad we got to pop over and say hi to Double Edge. Doran, he's just going to move away. I think he'll allow Kanavi to have a Gromp this time. As Kanavi's going to see whether he can take down the Crocodile yet again.
Doran has E.
He does press that pesky E button yet again.
There he has E again.
Might be enough to get himself out of the way.
baby.
Flag and Drag does come on through. Tempered Fate buys a bit of space.
They're getting Baron while the Crocodile is just fleeing. He gets away, they get nothing. And T1 get the purple worm at 20 minutes. A classic for
T1 Lasher,
so
baby.
far ahead, they could do no wrong, they could do whatever they want.
Peyz coming on over here, looking to see whether he can take down this inner turret. I have a feeling he will be able to. Zayas nowhere near strong enough to contend with this Ezreal.
You guys think that's what Doran always listens to before he goes to sleep?
We talk about the 2-item spike at about the time he's supposed to hit it. He picks up 3. Like this,
it just doesn't matter. 9-0 and 4 on this Ezreal. Peyz does not get the assists, he gets the kills.
And Kanavi doesn't get the wolves, I don't think. As
all right,
Peyz. This one from Peyz's perspective, Kanavi just.
Whoa, Gumayusi eating into enemy team.
To see what Guma's going to do, and he's just going to walk a little bit.
Give me Penta, give me freedom, give me fire. Doran stole his Penta. Haram alay. Bro, this is a 22-minute stomp. What on earth, guys?
And obliterate the base of HLE.
Jesus, the T1 just activate some kind of a protocol.
Of the knockout stage. T1 do not want to be going home today, and HLE, if the MSI champs want to stay at EWC,
Jesus,
they're gonna have to do damn better than that.
Jesus, bro, this is the best.
That's T1.
Best 10 minutes.
Very difficult to access the gym.
It's not bad.
T1 do have that Akali pick.
It's actually
it's
not
really
bad.
Tough to actually kill Gumayusi if the setup is good here for Hanwha Life. And your take, Tyler,
they do need an 80 mid.
Necessarily realizes he doesn't play it that often, but when he does, he pops off. Everyone remembers that 2023 Worlds as he's going in here.
Yeah, looking for an angle, but Kanavi's going to make his way over. The Q going to get flashed. Faker, gets flashed off by Kanavi.
Damn.
First blood goes over to Zeka, and HLE once again a great start here, but we'll see whether they can keep it up as this game goes.
Faker a little greedy there, was just not aware of where Kanavi was. Owner going to try to make something happen here with Keria, though.
Yeah, actually flashing forward, the heroic charge, wanting to find Elise in. And
all right, Owner and Keria. Owner looking for his boy.
Zayas might just have enough distance here.
Yeah, there's going to be out of flash. Out.
They seem to have lost the game minute 1.
Still gone unpunished, as speaking of punishing.
Oh, there's the taunt. No steadfast presence to come down as Kanavi. Let's see whether he can actually lock this Q onto Keria. Was looking for a bit of an angle, but there's the boot back.
It's a kick. Doran's got flash. But he's still playing. Delight is 1 HP. TP on the flank. Peyz! Are you mad? Peyz! Peyz! Hang! T1 Circus. The chat predicted it. The T1 Circus commencing. Ooh. Owner though. Faker. And the stun. Breaks the flash. And that's Faker. Oh my lord. Good ball lane, you
Is
know.
completely on vision as well.
They're going to get spotted out because now the teleport is
Big
going to bring
stun,
Zayas
big
in.
taunt.
There's the taunt connecting, and the curtains are being called from safety for Gumayushi
Owner
as well.
dies on
There is the
Kanawi.
Guard. That's going to keep Owner alive
I don't know, these fasts are being paid so fast, so Zeus just gets to suck the living soul out of everybody. But so far, fourth shot.
But then the fourth bullet from Gumayushi is going to silence him. And Zayas, just seemingly ignored throughout all of these fights, just stands to pick up this dragon.
I'm a
and
big
lock it up
Wukong
for
hater.
HLE.
I think one of the big wins, really the only true win for T1 in this fight, as HLE do smash it. They had so much setup.
It becomes lightning as the Weaver's Wall did bring Peyz on over. I think the flash was a good idea. Let's see whether Faker can keep himself alive here as well. Dash cannon to get himself out of the way, and Scat of the Week will land. Dodge this, says Zeka, and they will be able to take down the Akali. A lot of money
has done the job. Lee has definitely done the job.
Massive play here in the defense.
Are we diving Zeus? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I really don't know. Oh, it's working. Damn. All right. HLE doing some circusing too. Bullet. That is the most underwhelming Gumayushi Jin sequence ever.
40 CS lead on this Syndra. Blackfire Torch now done as Kanavi wrapping around. Steadfast Presence doing exactly what it's here for, to deny Kanavi a way in. And now Doran is flanking his way over. The Q going to connect.
Doran on the flank. Bonks the light. Doran the Moran is also awake. Holy. Come on, Doran. Come on, Doran. Woo. Come on, Doran. Dorangatang.
Zeka will stay alive, but the rest of his teammates not so lucky.
T1 are just so persistent in this top lane, and Delight was delaying his back, and they continued to frustrate him, and then
Dorangatang. Not an easy game at all. Faker has recovered so much gold. He just said, you know what, guys, I'm pushing. You guys do your thing. I'm Master Splinter. You're the Ninja Turtles. You guys do your thing, Donatello. Delight.
I mean, this Lee Sin and the Shen have
I think Delight has been giga gap, bro. Giga gap.
Take down this outer turret in the mid lane. Probably
Giga gap this series.
See whether anyone is going to drive Shelly towards something else. But HLE will deny
Super jungle carry has been completely awake.
HLE still with some fight in them, but T1 finding so many great angles. Now another curtain call does come in. Seismic shove to try and remove Zayas from the equation in this mid lane. And Kanavi going to be able to kick Owner away to keep himself alive. Doran,
we are praising the Orangutan too much. He gave a shutdown. But Faker's still farming, you know, he farmed so much during all of this.
This is a really big win here for HLE. Faker is going to be
Fire Dragons. Last time it was in order. This time we've got the Mountain and the
When does T1 outscale? I think they already have. They just need to deny Swain from value. Poppy Poppy can deny everything. Poppy ult on Swain. Poppy W on Lee. Poppy is just the goalkeeper, bro. Keria can be Manuel Neuer here.
Kanavi, that's their base.
That's a Talia also. Yeah. They are trying to get this inner, and they have a big wave here, but I think this is going to be the end of the pressure. Zeka says otherwise. Keria.
Ooh, he proto-belted into the W of Poppy. Huge E from Zeus. Yeah, Zeus is all that's the Poppy will be talked about. Arrivederci.
Just kind of helps to get them. It is refreshing to see Zeka continue to expand that champion pool over and over again.
He just looks really good on this pick right now.
Ooh, okay. T1 actually going to try and force this one.
Really like Genji's draft on game 2. And now we get snacked on. The Poppy ult is vicious. Look at playing Swain into Poppy. It's miserable, but somehow he gets contact. Zeus gets contact. He gets Poppy ulted out, and he still gets contact. He gets knocked away by Talia.
And they're just distracting this Swain over and over.
Swain. Swain. Leandri. All right. Oh, they was terrible. Wait, he smoked so early. He smoked so early. He has no smite.
He at least got the ward in. Byron says, all right, I'll kill him. And you can see, I mean, Tom and Easy were still a little bit stressed.
7,000 damage.
As well.
from Doran. Okay. It's a rough way to start a fight, but wallet gap. Nice dodge from Peyz.
Gumayusi is there with a fair bit of damage, has a full health bar as well. HLE still needing to be respected as T1. I mean, that was best case scenario in the last fight.
Bro, if there was just better lighting on the players. But the thing is, at the same time, I like the fact, you know, it's kind of annoying to play when you have lights shining in your face. So as a respect to the players, I understand it. It's like, I don't even feel right complaining about it. I just wish I could see their faces better, you know?
I don't know if you want to stay here. He's going to bait Faker a little bit.
Yeah, Deadly Flourish does come down. Gumayusi going to get dashed on by Faker.
Faker feeling himself, having a good time.
It's such a difficult draft to pilot, but they've just done it now. 3 major fights in a row. Just impressive feats, ignoring the Swain, and from that last fight, to mention the Baron buff on top of everything else.
Genji and T1, bro.
But see who is going to be joining them from Korea, whether it is going to be T1 or HLE. Is T1 right now in a great position, but there's the kickback
Faker.
from Kanavi.
It's okay, Faker. Like,
does come on out.
Faker. Faker, Faker, relax. The game is won. Relax, Faker. Relax, Habibi. Okay. Holy. Owner. Owner's choosing violence. Jace is pushing top for free as well. Maybe Faker just saw this. He saw this all. It's a T1 circus. Owner dashing forward. Huge shutdown for Gumayusi. Peyz. Doran's just taking everything.
Yeah, Doran is just going to be taking down the enemy base. But
Not the worst outcome, but Gumayusi's getting a lot of money.
More recently, and he is just once again popping off on it. Now, Zeka is in position to defend that wave, does have TP as we're looking for the angle here into the backline.
He gets on in there, the Crescent Guard, just to split up the fight. There's an Demonic Ascension.
Oh, yeah, bro. Miserable to play Swain. Miserable, I tell you. Miserable. It's not a spoiler, guys. We've seen people int on these. It's not a spoiler. They just choose someone that is fed in the game. Whoa, Faker with the E into the flash over the wall. Bro, Faker is tweaking, bro. Like, Faker is bored. He is so... Nash trades for Infernal when their base is on fire. Are we gonna see Doran TP on top? Hey, look at Talia. They're ending the game. They're ending the game. Doran, don't die, baby. Don't die. All right, they're just taking the team fight. They're taking the team fight. It's a more consistent way of just winning the game. They have a good team fight here. Zeus has no ult as well. It's cool. I was hoping that Doran would TP into base and end the game. Because Jace one-shots towers. But he'll do it in the aftermath. Damn, HLE got stormed. HLE got stormed, bro. My lord. My lord. Where was this T1 all MSI, baby?
The onslaught of his former team, but HLE are going to go down, and it looks like they're going to go down here and now. Zeka with a heroic attempt as well. Yeah, Peyz taking a fair bit of damage here, but Gumayusi just gets piled in on. There is Delight falling down, and Zeka, the last man standing, tries to get the scat of the week, but there are no weaknesses here on T1.
Holy.
Your ability to make aggressive plays is now largely predicated on Vampire having a very good game. He's the one that can consistently go forwards. However, for JDG, if you were able to get into the river first and then for the game, if he was 0-4, it was a bad time. If he was 4-0, you were having a great time. And that inconsistency raised some eyebrows, were conversations that Tabe was having about, hey, our jungle and support aren't that synchronized right now. Jin,
hey, good knock back. The flash is good.
Wow.
In, he's low. The ignite is ticking.
Ooh.
It's enough, and it's going to be first blood. Xiaoxu, very happy with that. And a great rotate up from Vembo, but the flash go forward. Now it is Duro looking to go into mid. Honkyu being taken out. Taunts are good. Duro picks up the kill. Nice one-for-one trade across the map.
Look, the roaming supports get onto the map.
Being
and
very aggressive. Got the dragon, so that was the steal that we were hoping to see. But now Chovy being caught out as two members going forward. Janjia double taunt is is good, but knocked up the pillar, disabled it. Jinji is still tanking. Chovy likes those odds, but still, Xiaoxu picking up the kill.
Hey, you're in a 2v1, you'll take the kill as you go, but you are still going to lose the wave, so JDG not unhappy either. Canyon now mid though. Honkyu, without the flash, needs to get running fast.
Yeah, has the shockwave available, but not much mana to back up, so Honkyu might have just been bitten off a little bit too much, and Ruler picks up the kill. Genji, they're coming online.
Ruler by name, JDG, because any move you do make has the potential of having a Galio turn up on you. Jiro's halfway to level 6, he doesn't quite have that.
Okay.
A bit of a play from Chovy, getting level taunt.
Oh, and it's going to be good. Honkyu maybe looking for a little bit more. Shockwave starts. Hextech ultimatum is even better, but Chovy has the damage. Gets cancelled out the hero's entrance. Ignites Sigma Duro picked up Vampire. Honkyu doesn't have much left in the tank. Canyon picking up kills, and it's a 2-for-1.
All right, congratulations.
They think they have the cat. They think they have the move forward, and it's just a little bit too far gone, and they can't get too far out. But Chovy's doing such a good job with these taunts, catching 2 at a time, almost every single time we see him on the screen. As the
because you're an Olaf with all this support behind you, you're going to be one of the key Shen carriers, and Genji's composition isn't the highest damage. It's got great sustain, it's got great brawl, and JDG being able to shove through to a tier 2 here. Ziggs red sides their ability to throw out poke with a Ziggs, with theoretically a Jace. I'll note that Keen has got the shove right now, makes it a bit tricky. Juro eating a fair amount of damage, Herald down to half.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a little bit of a fight, but see the TP's now coming in. We do want to see Chovy joining this fight, and maybe that's enough to say, okay, we've got the TP out, maybe we just have to give.
Yeah, you saw Jun just went towards that bot side. He's going for the Raptors, they're going for mid lane. They've got the Trundle and the Ziggs. He's got a Trinity Force to Dream. They can't quite satchel it though. Keen around looking for the undertow.
Yeah, let's see if they can take this fight. It's the Flash Cataclysm! Hero's entrance is going to catch Honkyu. Where's the encore to follow up? Ruler has the damage. It's all a little bit too much for JDG. They catch
They've got the Jace on the flank potentially for JDG, but they're not landing that much. But the encore is extended and Gala flashes. I don't think he needed to. That was a little bit of a panic to me.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. It's their Vampire looking for a little bit more.
Look at
Joji caught, but there is just so much damage. Junji in the back line too. Xiaoxi takes out the Shen. It's too much though. Look at Canyon throwing everything out. Hero's entrance just for a nice little shield. Shockwave is good. Keen is so low that to be very careful. The Ragnarok is not available. Throwing out the bomb.
Being the 2-for-1, and the health bars for Genji are higher. The problem is Canyon not around quite yet, had to reset, and I wonder what that means. We'll have another attempt at a play here. There is a teleport on Gala. He can reset and come right back out and do it again as Xiaoxu is trying to keep Chovy honest.
Yeah, no, it's good. Shields are still nice, but okay, she needs to be very careful. It's a lot of shits coming in. There's a flash coming out. There's a double flash again, trying to catch you unawares. 3-0. No, it's all too much. Canyon holding on. Vampire looking to join this fight, slowing down the pace. Honkyu trying to be slowly pushed back, but it is still Genji winning out the fight.
It's a close run thing, make no mistake about it. But Genji come out on top again. Wait,
looking
for the Juro.
It's all a little bit out. Juro, yeah, able to get over the wall. Still hit with that ignite. They have to be careful. Dragon is still low, it's only on 4.
Gala with 5 seconds on his ultimate. Keep an eye on that Mega Inferno Bomb as Juro's been chunked again.
Yeah, let's see. Keen is just in this pit. So was Canyon. Junja and Honkyu looking for a bit more. Vampire's low, but it is 3k on this Dragon's health. Junja wants to contest a little bit more. Juro's just so low. One hit could be a bad time. Here comes Chovy. There's a lot of damage going forward. Junja, Mega Inferno Bomb hits, and it's Keen who picks up the kill. Jungler down, and they can turn back to the Dragon's soul.
And it didn't work out. They just didn't have the burst. They just didn't have the tankiness on the Ziggs. Trundle, that's the one I'm looking for.
That's the one. No, but that's okay. Because now they're looking for a dive here. It's all a bit... Oh, Xiaoxu really not having a good time. They got those early kills. The encore doesn't land, but Vampire doesn't have far to go. Has to flash. They're going to be able to take this one underneath our Hextech ultimatum. Is good, but not enough.
He's feeling kind of numb. He's caught in that undertow. I'll leave the Linkin Park references alone, but alas, Vampire is still dead. You can miss all of the abilities you like. The moment the slows land, you flash to wait. There's nowhere for you to go. The hook shot's nowhere near short enough for cooldown to escape from there. Keen's going to get a turret off, and the gold
can survive the onslaught. That is the Ziggs and the Orianna. So I like the itemization here as Canyon trying to be a little bit sneaky. Have to be careful as Flag and Drag still available. Junja is there. Hero's entrance on the back. Cataclysm keeps them locked in, but the damage just really isn't there. But no, it's Chovy. There's the encore. Flash has come out. Look at Keen on the backside in between 2 towers trying to take on Xiaoxi, but the tower in mid picked up by Gen G.
Very cleanly done.
Yeah,
And
really
again,
nice to see that they are just sort of whittling their way into the river. The vision control is still there. They have a little bit more. They have the scuttle picked up. Now they're trying to do a little bit more, but look at the flank angle. Look at Canyon. The steal is possible.
Look at Ruler, as you noted as well. They're trying to split things up. Vampire warding off the Jarvan.
Yeah, they're waiting for someone to make the clutch play, but there it is. There's the flag and drag. Ginger gone. Duro picks up the kill. Jungle around. It's a free soul if ever I've seen it. And Gen G are looking.
To Gen G, the defending EWC chaps.
They're holding on to that key with their dear life, and you know what? They don't have to hold on very hard at all. Baron secured, 26 forward, but this is where the gold is really going to start snowballing because Tower tier 2 in mid, tier 2 in bot. They're taking simultaneously. Now it's about taking these inhibs and getting these supers online.
The engine continues to grind away at JDG's options. Duro into the base, and he's uncaring of what JDG can offer. Sure, you can pull the trigger, but on who? And who do you blow up in time before the Galio ult is there, before the Shen ult is there? They're trying onto Key.
Yeah, they're looking as they've got 3 members looking for it, but the Ragnarok is good. Flash comes out, Hero's entrance. 3 members come in. Cataclysm, Taunt. It's a bit too much for JDG. They tried to be proactive, but they couldn't. Oh, could have been a flip. Key was low, but it's not enough. They still have the minions. They're still moving forward. They took the bot inhib, and now Vampire trying to hold on. Could not suck enough blood to stay alive. And now they're looking at the Nexus. Gen G looking exceptional in Game 1 of this best of 3, and they want that title run.
They can't even get a kill with the fountain. It just doesn't work out for Jing Dong Gaming this time around. Gen G, EWC winners in 25, continuing their journey, at least in Game 1 here in 2026.
And here in France, they're eating good tonight with these games. Bon appetit! Locked in for JDG, so some good safety, nice rotations, but Gen G, they're looking to mix things up ever so slightly as they do have the Onivia, Ezreal, the Ambassador being locked in, Wukong, and the Nico support.
So when we saw that Rise come on in, it was a pretty easy. Add oil is the phrase from the JDG fans. It is something from motorsport, and it is so cool to hear it live, for me at least in the first place. We've got the Korean chants as well. It's so cool to see this rivalry live on stage. Defending EWC winners from 2025 Gen G. Again, not the easiest spring split. They didn't go to MSI, which was a bit of a shock for an organization that has been so dominant there. Bit of a fight over the level 1 Raptors.
Yeah, no, I don't think too much going to be here. They're just trying to fight it out, but this is going to start delaying a little bit of extra tempo for these junglers that want to try and get that level 6 spike.
Chovy got junked pretty low, but hasn't lost the egg. You are fighting a non-pro level 1. This is spicy.
It's going to be enough as Canyon looking to go back in.
Oh,
Chovy is low. Canyon goes down. Canyon's low, so JDG do a good job. Flashes go forward.
Oh,
First
God.
blood to Gala. They can take the egg too. It's a double going through. It could be a triple as well. Duro's trying to run away, keeping Ruler out, but it's just disastrous here. Gala going forward once more. Triple kill for Gala at 1.5 minutes. Absolute.
Because the thing is, Canyon dying at that level 1 meant that even though we got that reset for free, I put that in inverted commas, but a bot lane play, Gala
staying a little bit too much, but the root is good. Ruler has to flash. They're going down. Vampire picked up their kill. It's all JDG right now in this early game.
Sucking. There is nothing left in the...
Rubs are up. Level 7 for Jungia. So we're going to be seeing a lot of lights going out, and there it is.
Speak about it.
Go straight onto the backside. Heal is good. It's going to be enough as the fear is nice. Duro's just gone.
Equalizer.
Jungia able to pick it up. The equalizer does a lot of damage. Chovy getting cooked. It's fried chicken, but now looking for Jungia going in to try and steal one out. The Cyclone's even better. They did pick it up. Canyon returns the kill, but is it going to be enough as the public execution's good? Vampire is still so tanky. They're able to pick up another Void Grab. Canyon over the wall. Surviving the building. No, the double flashes, triple flashes. It's a lot to deal with. Keen holding the line. Staying alive just too long. The damage is good. Chovy able to lock them down with the crystallize, but they have to get away. Vampire is still here. Level 7 Hong Q might be able to go for it, but
Yeah, should be. Ruler just completed his rule quest as well, so that's kind of giving themselves some lump sums, so that gold lead in bot lane is a lot more nominal. In fact, with the cull about to be again, so I imagine by the time that cull cashes in, Gala will have that 500 or so gold lead. Paranoid's got procced. Where are we going?
Getting out the lights. Okay, in mid, just getting out. Duro living on 10 HP. Not too bad, but on the top side, Chelsea just not able to do anything with it, but still
Lovely.
the execution doesn't land. Canyon goes down.
Keen's in trouble.
Chelsea is
TP.
just enough. Keen is burnt out. The double kill for the Rumble after the failed tower dive is not what you want.
Led involved in all of these fights in critical ways, and you have to give credit to a player who has stuck with it and not let the really tough lows define his highs.
But the Realm Orb's coming in. Pop Blossom's going to land onto 2, but I think Duro's just going to get caught out, and it is again Vampire. Still 100% kill participation. Right place, right time.
Sometimes, folks, you do a little bit of hero building for a player and you get some footage. Add in a Realm Warp, in this case, add in a Paranoia and others, and things get very challenging indeed. Junja will use that opportunity to turn that into a Herald as well, and JDG are accelerating well.
It truly
to work with Gala and Xiaoshu looking to fight through this mid lane. Remember, they've got that Herald, can be used as a potential wagon here in the fight.
Yeah, Zeke's arm guard as well for Vampire, so it's going to be really helpful in this next team fight. It's getting those extra little bit of shield, but Xiaoshu forcing down. We're still seeing another TP is going to be coming down to the tower, so Keen is joining this fight too. There's the Paranoia going back in while Pop Blossom's going to hit
equalizer.
It's going to be enough. The equalizer burns through. Ruler lands every mystic shot possible. It's not enough. Realm Warp is sending so many members. They're chasing them as far as they can.
Weird smite fight options that maybe a flash and a W from Canyon could have caused some shenanigans. True shot barrage, the attempted steal, not really in range though. Ruler, I note it. Nice attempt, very ahead. Gala still got a lot of kills, so I give credit to Ruler. He's doing very well to get value.
Yeah, Rift Herald now being spawned here, so they're going to get a good charge off on this tier 2.
Nice.
Gonna lock it down to the gold lead. A really good trade still, but Gen G now needs to start thinking about these next big fights as Baron's up.
Here for JDG to use things like this Rakan and this Nocturne to play towards something like a 6-kill Rumble, hint, or towards Honkyu's getting cooked up by Duro.
It does land, there's the public execution, but it gets up by Vampire, absolutely smurfing that fight, taking
just
the
too
right,
good.
but is going to be up. Xiaoshu drops the equalizer, it burns all 4 members. Feather Storm, it doesn't land as they recall the feathers, but now they're trying to turn it around, but it is Gen G, they're low, which is all of this damage that we want to see, and with Honkyu on this rise.
Gen G managed to get a lot of wards down around this Baron. They're going to start it up again, try to drag JDG in. Watch Keen on the flank. There's a reset coming from Xiaoshu, who I am assuming is going to go for the TP. He's got the arm guard. He's got a needlessly large rod. Duro on the flank. Here we go.
Yeah, now there's the Pop Blossom. They're looking at Honkyu, but Vampire's in there. Paranoia too. Straight to the backline. But is it going to be enough as Gala picks up one?
Keen.
Is it going to be enough? Keen's on the backside. The damage is going to flash into the wall. Honkyu gets the damage. They've taken out Ruler. Canyon's running for their life. And yes, it was JDG still winning it out, but Keen has the damage. Is going to be enough as there's the feathers. Flash not enough. It still hits. Gala takes out Keen in a 1v1. Chovy trying to hold on, but does.
He can keep going.
He can look a little bit more. It's so much damage.
Sonya's
going golden,
Canyon.
holding out that storm.
Lovely.
It's enough and picks it up. Chovy getting it done.
Chovy by name, about 4 JDG come to the fore here. Chovy just ices them out of the play. Arm guard means nothing. Zaya can't come in. We'll come back to life. Baron still being photoed.
Yeah, absolutely cold-blooded there by Chovy. We'll have to see if they can continue this fight as we're entering into such a late game where almost everyone's at level 18.
Hang on.
Feather Storm already been used. Chovy be pulled in. Pop Blossom get 3! It's enough! Chovy locks them down. Where did Gala go? But the Paranoia's good. It's only an egg though. Double kill for Chovy. It's just huge out of Gen G. Xiaoshu could not hold on. Has to retreat. And it's Gen G turning to the Baron.
This game started with a triple kill to Gala with the worst possible level 1. It doesn't matter one bit. They fight
good, and now they're sieging down mid.
JDG have had a pretty good run at this tournament. I've been excited watching them for the majority of this year. It's been some really cool things we've seen from this roster. But Gen G, you just can't count them out. They weren't at MSI, but they've taken the time away to sharpen their knives, prep their weapons, and look to slit the throats of JDG.
Oh, and it's just so rough as now they've taken the first mid-loot cinema gameplay.
I have a sneaking suspicion a lot of folks counted Genji out because they had a pretty rough time in
Public
spring.
execution.
This is rough.
It's enough for the Paranoia's going as they go for a little bit more. The tower's gone. Can they hold on? Honku picks up Keen.
Look at Rula.
He's holding on. 1v3. He can get this done. Goes
Thunderstorm.
golden, but it's not too enough. Gala gets it done. It's all too much. Genji, they had the Baron, but Gala had enough.
24-14. We are at 38 kills in 32 minutes. Paris, are you not entertained?
We said they'd eat good tonight and it more.
Just keep an eye on Keen as well here. He can look for an angle. The Dragon is started. This flip could be huge. Genji starting, half HP. Look at Honku.
Honku being caught now. Keen
Oh, boy.
said maybe we can find them realm
Oh,
warp.
no.
Is it just enough? Gets them out of dodge, but the Dragon's gone. Genji snuck it away. Now they're looking for the re-engage fire. Parallel
Vampire's
Vampire
low.
has to be careful.
Ouch.
Oh, Barrage not gonna land as Vampire.
Because you want to stop the purple worm going down.
Yeah, Paranoia did get used, so we'll have to see if that cooldown's gonna be enough as the Baron is just getting shredded. It's the end of the game. Xiaoshu dropping the equalizer. Is it going to be enough damage though? It's not on the Baron, and it's just secured. Dragon Baron fight.
It's on the pits. Keen on the back end of the players. Gala's doing some damage. Vampire's there as well. It's chaos.
It's all too much. There's the resurrections coming forward. Jovi's trying to slow them down. Flash over the wall. Is Ruler going to have the damage?
Oh, he does.
Okay, shit. Over the wall. Paranoia's back. They're going on top, but look at him go. Oh, GG. They're just falling. Jovi wants to take out one more. GG unlocking this game out. It's only Gala holding the line against a force of Genji. Absolute soldiers. They're looking to end this game. They have the Baron. Maybe they can slow down Gala trying to clear this one out. The GA is still up for Canyon. If they can look and fight,
they're going to get him.
And it's just a little bit too far.
Boy.
Flash just go forward. Slash, dash, and slice.
No
it's
way.
A
Hang on.
Gala. Oh my lord. Able to hold on a little bit
He
more.
needs to get back. He needs to get back. They're on the Nexus turrets and Gala's doing red buff. They've delayed him long enough. Keen's death. Poisonous.
He can't do it. It's GG. Down but never out is the story of this team, and they are holding that title here at EWC, and the crowd is going wild.
Somehow, some way, despite the worst level 1 you can imagine, a triple.
Literally 4 days ago, guys. The MSI Finals was 5 days ago. Then they fly. Then they have content. You know all this beautiful content that they film?
He's going to force them off. That's Kael looking for an angle as well. Lucio going to have to face check. Shanks with the Petrifying Gaze waiting, trying to lure them in. That's one scuttle picked up. Yike now trying to trim off the hedges off this left side. You can see Kana has Pyro. Is it going to matter?
Yike.
Channels are going to be used. It's not. Dredgeline into a dog.
That's the combo. Yike didn't get flash on time. I feel like he could have flashed, no?
Kana uses time to reset. Look at them aggressive. Dredgeone's coming in because they know.
Alright, combination in the nation. Yike still has flash. Where's the Jace? Where's the Jace? We need backup from the Jace. He's in the bot lane, open bot lane to catch a wave.
Playing around that ulti timing so damn well.
Yeah, and that was worst case scenario for KC, for Flunder to get the kill, because
Argentina and Portu Genji, who can't win worlds, yeah.
Stuck underneath the tower. No TP to get out. Oh, sorry, no flash, no TP.
CC chain on Khalid's criminal. Remember, he has no flash from before. Oh, that Varus ult was nasty. Damn, Khalid just became arcane. Rel Mozzarella marking so Victor can play the game, I guess. Don't know how good that is. I really don't like the KC setup, guys. But maybe they can get away with it. Q flash misses from Bucio. Flandre. The Nautilus ult on Yike. Varus finally lands an ultimate. Khalid flashes the Q damage though. He flashes the Q damage. Tazini with the EQ out. Good fight for KC. And that's Hope gone. Damn. Alright, Khalid just wants to win, bro. The fact that he didn't die a single time, flash.
Before trouble, there were no mid laners. to speak of.
They get the flash off of the Nafiri first, and then the flash of the J, so the initial engage completely fumbles from AL. Once they engage, they cannot re-engage. They've already used their cooldowns. So Kalis sees that opening, walks up, puts down his ult, and then just bunch up underneath it.
Kalis Criminel
Used. Kalist, surprisingly,
carrying the flame for KC. Respect. KC actually get a dragon too. I'm still, you know, Kalis surviving. Guys, KC looking good. I do think that the Casio Nautilus added a lot of risk to the game, but KC has found a way to actually teamfight well with all these champs on their team. Respect to them, bro.
But Tarzan hovering over the side, KL as well with the Hex Flash. Herald's going to go down, Yike press the W now, waiting for the flag and drag. Driftline gets a dog, and the Stand United was used. Thumbs up from two players at KC, because they know that's
tower mid, tower top.
Anyone's legend.
Huge bait right there from Yike. Tries to take the Rift roll, but he turned around, so it died whilst
If he's scared of KL and Tarzan moving down. Scout of the week.
The most aura thing of all time is for Dylan to win without caps. That would be the most aura thing of all time. Alright, Shanks is fighting back. Kalis comes here with the burst, the taunt, the root on Varus Kana connects. Tazini! Oh, KC, not like this, KC! KC, you have to have more respect for what your draft is. You need to poke, you need to play the range, you need to play the entry, never play for the finish. It's a horror for Kamin. This is a 21-minute match, guys. AL have no damage. They ain't got the facilities for this, big dog. I think they might just lose the game here, AL. Kalis. Kalis Criminel. Tazini's gonna fall. AL is trolling. Holy moly, look at the Nash DPS. Hope going into Nash range as well is getting spit on. Oh my days. But it'll taste all the same. The dog running forward, ready. BUG lost game one? No way. What's this tournament? Doesn't need to connect. It's KC with a bombardment of blood.
Summoner's Rift turning blue. KC
Jesus.
will look like a champion.
Yeah, KC just needs to not do all-in plays.
He's pretty strong and tanky. Still has the rod of
There's no all-in plays to do. Like, just don't give them value. Poke them, poke them, poke them. Trades are good. Tank Nasher for the longest time.
It's crazy. I mean, if Kalis
calmest KC fan right there.
That'd be very good. Next on the menu, of course, Dragon, another story. KC have picked that up in the replay. So at Soul Point, now the game feels very much in their hands. My
predictions have been ass today, bro. My predictions have not. Have legit been the opposite. Ayo. Find the turn on Jace. Jace falls. Why is KC fighting so quickly? Maybe the gold gap will win them. Victor's doing so much damage, bro. Victor is in Arcane. Kalis wins this, no? Q cooldown's coming up right now. Q. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kalis Criminel with the death cap. Look how much damage he's done. You know what would be hilarious? If we get a Kalis interview. I want a Kalis interview. I want the Kalis interview where he says, I am top 10 AP carry bot lane player in the world. I want him to say that in an interview, bro. He would win so much aura points in my book.
He walked back into the bush to get away from Hope. Hope will flash to kill the Syndra, and this is where he knows he's got the damage to outplay the spacing on those Varus spells. It was beautiful.
It's looking very winnable.
This is the best Western Victor right here, bro.
AGAL, a lot of the fans, a lot of the others for that Victor.
A lot of critical items have been completed here from KC. I'm looking at the Seekers, which is going to be super important for Kalis. Stay alive, Tarzan's making a play.
United, we get Victor POV.
Victor POV.
Kalis in the 1v5, really.
Kalis Criminel positioning. They're jumping him with the Java ult. No! Save Victor! Save Kalis Criminel! Oh, they paid such a big cost. The Storm lived on, and that's GG! Damn! What a game from Calist Criminal.
KC are running blue side to red.
Calist Criminal. Calist Criminal, what a game from Calist. Fair play. What a crazy day of quarterfinals. They can't end, of course they can end. Jay's one shots.
The next will follow suit. KC, they set underdogs, but in game one, held the torch.
My lord.
Raised it up high and sink their teeth.
My lord, how is this possible? What's happening on this day? What is happening on this day? The crowd.
Direction. They want to shred through this Ornn as well. As we go to the Ultra, see how they
Kinda like Zeri, bro.
Draft.
And if you value it, keep it up, Habibi. That's a gang. Shankovic should be dead. Q held. Beautiful from Yike.
He's got already 2 stacks of 13 minutes. So that's really good for KC, and they have managed to push out AJL as Shank's back from his own rotations.
Walnut back, KL. Zenithblade, though, gets on top of the bird. Soul Flare as well. In a bad position is Yehu. He gets imprisoned up with Kana coming in to save the day. Yehu goes to the egg.
Okay, Tarzini 1 HP. Yike is comboed. Calist Criminal. Calist.
Looking to chase down KL as the blast
Got the reset from his passive item, but
Ultra Shock Laser will not go through terrain.
if they don't get momentum in the game and don't stack dragons, this is a very uninteresting team to watch. This is a beautiful KC game state.
Doesn't have the egg.
Combination, stun. Yike. Has Q, will he send it? Insta W's over the wall. Playing a game of whack-a-mole. Kael gets left behind, picks up the eye. Aye, Captain. Oh, it's looking beautiful for KC. Looking beautiful from KC. I'm liking what I'm seeing from KC. KC, this is the KC I thought would be against Team Liquid, bro. You're better than Team Liquid. This is looking good, KC. Come on now.
AGAL, tunnel vision the objective and get taken down by KC. The TP from Yehu Busha, they're looking for hope.
Hope uses opportunity to try and go through mid.
That's the walk, Yahoo. Stun on Leona. Hope has no E, so he can't connect with Onivia.
No mystic shots connect.
I watched John Wick yesterday for the first time. It was by far the best movie I've ever seen.
Can use the wall whenever, but Busha and Yike are still around.
I mean, this is a big trade. Plates taken off mid. And top, if observers, we can have a quick sneak peek before anything happens.
Like over grouping. Look how awkward they look, bro. They look like sentinels. AL. Yike. 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 Please. Please, Yike. 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 Look how fed your ADC is, Yike. Look how fed your ADC is, Yike. You don't need to do anything. Tab, you see, damn, my ADC's got 3 items. All I gotta do is...
That's a great point, actually.
So that was really good for Pussy right there.
He's getting sandwiched from 2 angles. The Arcane Shift now, where can he go? Equalizes down. Hope has no flash. You pointed it out. He's called out.
There we go. We killed Hope. And with that,
he shoots, he whiffs, and it's
that was the only thing that they had left. Hope. Now that it's gone, yo. What an uninteresting game from Tarzini. He has one moment here to prove himself before he goes home. One moment to prove himself. Tarzan with such a defensive posture, doesn't even try. What a disappointment. Okay.
Seem like they've woken up today. KC though came in ramping 1 step away.
Okay.
As they push towards mid now with his Baron buff, 1 step away from knocking out the LP.
For KC with Yike and Yehu taking over both side river. Hope's gonna throw. It's been a great home to play into that over aggression and wombo combo that AJL have to offer this game.
I can see the threat this Baron buff now bringing in the minion wave. The wall is out.
It's nice to see KC do well. You know, it takes 2 to dance. Holy rumble ult. AO. What a disappointment AL is. This is a very shameful loss. Maybe someone told BLG is like, yo guys, HLE is out. You know, if we lock in, we might just have a free tournament. It's a lot of money. All right, let's do it. All right, first time we see Tarzan snap. He gets a chicken. Khalist Criminal fights Hope. That's a Rumble ultimate. Khalist with the flash. Beautiful flash from Khalist Criminal.
Comes in to save the day. A force back and have to take the long way around the crystallized once again.
No Zeri ult, so she is a little bit out of steam. Tarzan wants more value out of the ult. He doesn't want to send it on the Rumble. Tazini looking for the ultimate. Doesn't clip through anybody. Doesn't get to smite the soul. Is here for KC. It's a massive one. Look at Khalist Criminal's damage on this front line. Ornn is getting melted. At the same time, Busio just tanked the whole enemy team for such a long time. It's GG. Outclassed, outplayed, destroyed. Khalist, MVP. Very nice to see LEC KC in form. But I gotta say, AL, you guys have reached a new level of disgusting. And before, there's always this one guy on YouTube that says, huh, so when this team does good, you always say the enemy chokes. But the other time, you don't say, but both happened. Both at the same time. KC looked very good. Khalist was smurfing. Kana has been fantastic this tournament. It's looking lovely. And at the same time, I would like to say that AL looked so inactive. No energy.
It's synergistic, right? Kai'Sa, the ultimate dive AD. The only other potential dive you've got here to follow up is Lee Sin.
And I somewhat agree. You've got Nautilus with you, you've got a Leona with you.
Without giving a kill over, and not many summoners burnt to speak of. Career, the only one in the bot side of DK is walking up.
Gets the shield with the Titan's Wrath. There's a satchel away, flashes away, the turret shot's there. The bombs keep flying, short Fu's passive not there. Lucid around, gets that Sonic Wave in, and just brings him down into the turret. It will be the 1-for-1.
And he knew it too. He just skill shot and was saying, you will not touch my jungler.
Smash, I fear you may be in danger. He might instead be the one who is about to have an unfortunate experience. Can they get some support? Career is coming on up. Shun's trying to zone him off. They're going to have On go in. The hook shot. The dredge line's wide. The flag, the drag, and Smash finds himself dead to rights. On does at least get picked up in trade.
Yeah, 1-for-1. That's almost a disaster for BLG there. DK has to be happy with trading. Level 11s have been hit, which means it's those level 2 ultimates. So both of these teams are getting more and more powerful here as our supports also have hit level 6.
Flag and drag comes on down. There's the all-out from Shiwu looking for a bit more of a chunk. Does manage to step on form, pulls back beautifully, but here comes On. Forces a flash. TPs come flying. D plus Kier here enforced to defend their Cassante. Career also on the roam. Lucid goes forwards with that safeguard, looking to get on the Camille. Good backstep, but the miasma means no way out for the Camille.
Fight's not done. Another TP's being committed. It looks like Knight once more. They're herding them in.
They are, but it'll be towards a turret that's still standing. I don't think they'll get happen.
Yeah, but BLG, they've got the numbers now, so they turn it onto the second Drake of the game, and their Drake stacking has started. This will be a Hexol.
Lucid, are we sure? Out comes the depth charge. Shun's potentially in danger here all the same. Gets the flag and drag the Mega Inferno Bomb. The Cataclysm. Traded fail flash from Lucid means Bing gets the kill. Cataclysm, rather, the ult from the Camille, that Hex Tech ultimatum will offer an ultimatum to Showmaker, and it's a 3-for-1.
Taken down by minions.
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to say, like, was he trying to deny more minions? Probably. Knight actually now in danger, walks into a petrifying gaze, and unfortunately for this Knight, this is the age of the monsters. He gets knocked up by a depth charge, gets staggering blowed, and the Twin Fangs will land on in and pick up another for Showmaker.
And this is what we want. We want to see these proactive plays. DK, oh my God! Turret nearly takes him out.
Yeah, it does. So, Shock Blast lands onto Career, can look to TP back in off this reset. That means right now we've got a 5v4, the Mega Inferno Bomb, Chunk, Showmaker, and Smash. But it's a win on the Dragon Smite fight by Lucid, who was on it first. Shun now trapped in the river, has to flash out. The Sonic Wave wide. Showmaker eats an accelerated Shock Blast, and that one kind of sucked for him. But they win the Dragon. But it hasn't ballooned out from there.
Yeah, and that's the important thing, right? They're staying.
The important thing might be the fight that we're about to witness. The all-out into the kick. Beautifully managed by the DK top jungle.
And that's what you were just talking about. Bin not staying in touch where the enemy junglers were, and then they get 2v1 Bin, and they chip away at that gold lead, because we said it before as well. Bin is most of the gold lead for BLG. He is a
He will also here.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a trade of summoner spells. We get that top lane teleport, we get that mid lane teleport as well, Knight and Shiwu. But DK, they have the priority, they have the vision control. It will be spotted out by BLG, but my goodness, that is a fast Drake.
Hook goes wide, flash for the hook. Viper left away, but does get out with a satchel. Good from him. Shiwu on the other side, looking for the all-out. Does manage to drag Knight, who gets the rocket belt away. Shiwu unstoppable, locked inside. The ultimatum gets burned alive. Lucid there, kick away with the Dragon's Rage, follows up with the Sonic Wave, flashes out. Double kill for Viper, who is showing Showmaker, who's more serpentine this time around. Speaking of Showmaker there, looking for more damage. They've lost some vision. Out comes that W.
Numbers advantage.
I mean, Lucid's dead. Lucid's dead. And of course, Showmaker just got chunked. This should be a done deal. Viper's gone home, picked up a death cap, is terrifying.
We do see Korea coming in. He
Needs to
wants
be
to
good.
get some vision control at the very least, so DK know if they can make a call here. Showmaker goes in.
Does try and lock them in the pit, turn this one around. The smite finds early! Oh my lord! BLG gets away with it because that was an early smite. They go 1 for 1 of the kills, make that 2 for 1. Lucid here, looking for the Sonic Wave, lands onto Viper, but will not follow it up. Now when they get that Baron in, they were down members, had no smite, and that was still a stealable Baron. BLG get away with it. Let's make no mistakes about it.
They are not punished for their hubris today, but we see a fantastic angle from Lucid. He flashes in.
Oh dear.
Oh.
The angle was perhaps not fantastic at the end there. He gets annihilated
These
in the
tricks BLG have seen before. They know what to do in the face of a flanking Lee Sin, and they punished him. Lucid was dead before we could even react, and this Baron-empowered BLG is sieging. Great buffer from on.
Korea gets absolutely blasted. Viper hits him with the skill shots, and the Nautilus, he's in a diving suit, but it's full of holes. That ain't great, so I hear.
Definitely not. They don't need to get aggressive. They don't need to get fancy. They can literally just push waves in and siege.
Out comes the Mega Inferno Bomb, and Smash is left a little lower as On buffers through the dredge line and the depth charge. The turnaround onto Korea, though, makes his life a lot more tricky. Shiwu on the flank. Now there could be a problem. Need to try and get towards Viper. Is in danger. They go unstoppable, but there's the Hextech ultimatum to try and buy some space. Smash in with a killer instinct. Gets the kill. Viper down. Pin on the other side, trading up with Lucid, but he gets kicked towards the play. Shun gets off Smash. Korea is in trouble. Showmaker in trouble, but he's got the shield, and Korea survives. Stunned up on the gravity field. The W from Lee Sin, not enough to keep them up. As the safeguard is down and Knight needs to run away. It's a 4 for 2. Not bad from DK at all.
DK will take that fight and they will love it. Knight did his best, untouched on the back end of that fight, but priority goes over to DK. This will take them to that soul point. This is a Chemtech soul, and that is a very tanky Cassante and a very tanky
Korea, that
Nautilus.
safeguard inches away from saving. Back to life though, violence occurring, but there's a mega blast cone that makes things a bit spicy. Sonic Wave, flag and drag, that's a bit unfortunate for Lucid. Needs to get away, the Mega Inferno Bomb gets damage and the jungler is dead. That is unfortunate. Fortunately for D plus Kia though, the Baron's still 50
Baron
seconds.
of the game is here.
Knight just picked up a death cap as 9 stacks on that Dark Seal. Hooks wide. Korea, that's very deep, my friend. You need to get away. Throws down that depth charge. Keeps Bin busy for a second. Korea survives, but not for long. On goes unstoppable, but is dead as well. Support for support. Lucid on the flank, looking to try and find his way in as that Hextech ultimatum. Rather, the Hextech Storm begins to get larger and larger. Finally peters out. Lucid with the Dragon's Rage to disengage. Spotted by a Farsight alteration.
I am not making those mistakes. I am looking at this going, DK want it. They've got the priority. They've got the members. We see Showmaker coming up from the bot side of the rivers to fight. Just a little tepid. They're just poking, they're prodding, seeing if they can get an angle. Zon goes in.
They'd find the angle briefly. Shiwu out safely. Does take a little bit of damage, but it's not that meaningful. Lucid starting up the Dragon Career. Potentially dangerous. Knight tries to keep the Cassante away. Shun looking for the smite angle. Still got the flag and drag. The Mega Inferno Bomb falls to Smash. And Showmaker away. Flag and drag. Lucid is out. Dragon half HP. This feels like the moment the storm breaks. One way or the other. 1500 won by Jarvan. Shun gets that one, and now on the retreat D plus Kia. Trapped in the pit versus Ziggs versus Victor versus Jace. This is bold. Shun over the wall with the Guardian Angel. Can get in. Miasma theoretically denied. It's a flare him!
Oh!
And Shun wins those. He's trapped though now. Can he make anything happen? The Cataclysm is there. The GA broken. Flags and drags while he's dead. In goes On. The Antofa Strikes Part 3 makes things tricky. The Hextech Ultimatum still trapped. On in danger. Career is already got the rest of BLG, who are now on the retreat. Members down. Viper petrified. D plus Kia with the team fight win.
Ben holding on the top side. The last standing member of D plus Kia as DK pushed down this mid lane. Yes, BLG got the Baron, but at what cost? 4 of their members dead. TP coming in. DK, it almost looks like they want to end this one now. 20 plus seconds on all 4 members.
There's no way the bin alone could stop this. It would take a miracle, and I don't think D plus Kia are in the habit of giving those ones out right now. A wave alone between them and the Nexus turrets in game 1. It was fractious, it was back and forth. But DK, D plus Kia, will win it.
5 seconds on. It's still just Ben. DK really want to take this one out. They go on to Ben and they will take the Nexus here in game 1.
First stand champions, MSI finalists, down 0-1 to D plus Kia of all teams. And LCK.
With a lot of lockdown and a lot of damage as well.
And again, when you've got the Neferi as well, you can take those towards one of those side lanes, use that global from the Twisted Fate and look to make those dives happen. Last pick of the Poppy for Lucid.
And they are so gankable, but Lucid.
Indeed, he's looking to come over the wall and actually smites it out. Very nicely done. Shun now, though, might look to trade with this Poppy. The Conqueror stacked, eviscerates in. There's no W. Oh, Lucid! This might have been a touch far. The Flash gets them safe. Shun comes across. Ben dies in a 1v1. Shiwu on the Tristana. No summoners, no problem.
Missing here. And Shun now missing basic jungle camps with these smite. He needs to lock in and remember who he is.
Shiwu taking the opportunity. Mini Nod transformation. Buster shot. And the rocket jump out. There's a Destiny Gate to flash gold card and make it the 1-for-1. But Shiwu came here to play and finds another solo kill.
But I want to point out a ward here. If you look at the minimap on the top side, there is a red ward behind Shiwu. So if BLG want to look for it, they could go for a deep TP.
They could indeed. Viper was really threatening there. Has got a true shot barrage that will interrupt Smash's ult. The reason he didn't throw it out initially, because he was kind of betting on it. Bin hops in, gets exhausted, and Buster shot it away. Nearly at the mini. There will be a reset on that rocket jump. Oh, Bin, you need to be so careful.
Shiwu!
He's dead! Absolutely broken in half. The Tristana here to play.
Shiwu with the Tristana counterpick is running Bin on this rift. Good flash from Career. And because he doesn't have that item advantage. He doesn't have that experience, that gold. But the rest of BLG, they're stepping up. There's gold advantage in that mid lane. There's gold advantage in that bot side. Yes, it's only a little bit, but you love to see it because they're staying in this game.
Right. He's going to get interrupted. The Destiny Gate is looking like a gate to hell. He needs to start running away. Smited for the slow. Showmoke is here. Go to Room Prison, do not pass go, do not pick up 350 gold, because that's going to Showmaker.
Showmaker getting it done there, but it kicked off with Lucid on tonight. Like you called, preventing that ultimate. He was unable to teleport away from them. And I just love that 2-on-1. Nothing Knight could do there. And that's chipping away at BLG's gold leaders. The fight breaks out on this bot side, but I don't think they're going to get anything done here.
Might not. Viper slowed down by that captive audience. A deadly flourish has to flash away from because there's a Realm Orb here. Good call. Showmaker, Playmaker. And they find the kill on the curtain call. Final bullet goes
up
wide.
There by BLG a little bit earlier, but the grubs are on the side of DK as well. So there's just a trade of jungle objectives. 1 minute to the second Drake of the game, 2 minutes to that Rift Herald, which could bust these maps wide open. A little bit of trading. Deadly flourish.
Oh, smash! Flash fourth shot, and the Seraphine. Well, I guess she'll be singing in the alley to play for these side lane turrets, play for a 1-4 or a 1-3-1, and look to play the map a little wider on. They get rooted up there by the Renewal. Destiny Gate. Korea might have gone a bit deep, but Flash immediately followed by their own Flash. This is likely the kill on Korea. Nowhere to go. Knight gets it. and that will set up for a second Dragon for BLG.
But it was such a heavy commitment time when he's needed to be. Shun, though, is keeping up in farm, has that Cyclo Sword compared to Lucid Sundered Sky. So one's going for a more damage-heavy build, the other for a bit more sustain. But a fight around the Rift Herald.
That it is. Shun steps into the river, looks to try and tag Lucid if he can, can't quite. Flash him on the beat drop. The Hound's pursuit in Korea is dead. Over, flash, heroic charge of the wall. In comes the Realm Warp, Shun gets pressed W eventually, but on left low. Shun alive, but now needs to reset. Viper, desperate to dance around somewhere, can't. Shiwu busts a shot away and survives. Bin, hop forwards, flashes on in, gets that last auto, but Smash is there, the grenade, and a double for the AD carry of D plus Kia.
D plus Kia win the fight.
1,000 of it is in Shiwu's advantage. And again, you are a top lane Tristana. Your draw a bead passive that increases your range extends with every level. As a top laner, you get more levels. Showmaker might be in danger here. Jumps onto Lucid instead. Damage is good with the boulder toss. BLG hear him force. The Hound's pursuit. No steadfast presence for Lucid means he's down. That's a reset for Shun. And poor old Showmaker ain't making many plays anymore.
Yeah, it was a good job there by DK to try and drag that one out, but BLG just brought the members. They juggled that turret aggro beautifully, and on that bot side, they prevented Korea from being able to get from that tier 2 up to that tier 1 to try and do anything about that fight. BLG, they turned that top side priority, that team fight that they just won, onto this Rift Herald, and BLG right now, they are large and in charge of these jungle objectives. They've got the first 2 Drakes, they've got this Rift Herald, and the 3rd Drake of the game is up only in 1 minute's time. And it almost feels like they didn't lose anything anywhere else across the Rift either, because DK, they were forced to respond. Korea was running out to that top side as well.
Gonna try and come into the mid lane. That's 2 members. Good hop away from Viper. Ondo gets an encore off, but it's his final moment in that particular play, picked up by D plus Kia.
The first Drake of the game for DK, and it buys an extra 5 minutes before that soul condition is online. But we were talking about gold leads a little bit earlier. BLG drop the Rift Herald. They're forcing DK into this mid lane, and they know it because they demand a response.
Knight TP's in. They get the roots. Oh, the encore. And Korea is spellbound, dead in the mid lane. That turret falls shortly after.
Good heads-up play there from BLG. Great timing. I love it as that trap into that deadly flourish as well. Gets another root, but there's no follow-up, right? DK down a member.
Might be some follow-up on the Showmaker who got spotted by that Destiny Gate. Good chunk off the Lucid. Knight, though, does not enjoy Showmaker, who unleashes his full arsenal. Continues to run. On left low, the curtains get cold. Shun falls the body block. Showmaker overloads straight through the members of BLG and makes it Maker as it's BLG in the river first.
That's it. This is the 4th Drake of the game, and BLG, they want it. They have the priority. They have the vision control. DK trying to find a way in.
TP.
A deep TP from behind, though. BLG know what's happening.
Nars coming as well. Don't know whether it's the Mega Nars. They get the gold card onto Shiwu. Buffers through, but it's down at half HP because that Lich Bane hurts. Knight at 20% himself. Both the Tristana and the Twisted Fate without a lot of value. Korea also chunked low.
Yeah, great counter punch there from BLG. They commit their own TP to bring the members down. Knight taking a recall right now, wants to top up, probably has that ultimate to be able to get back out to this fight quite quickly. DK not done, ultimate coming through.
Keeper's verdict is interrupted with an encore and it doesn't land anyway. Shun wins a smite fight. Lucid loses his life. Realm Warp to escape. DK trying to escape. Shun gets redirected somehow and gets the kill on Korea. Realm Warp puts him pretty deep though. Smash trying to speed himself away and does so.
Yeah, Disaster is still very much dead. Shiwu is still very much dead, and BLG are answering back.
Soul points, he does. Backs, buys himself a Medjai's. He's 15 stacks already. Has an arm guard as well. And the early advantages from D plus Kia look a lot harder to execute with Shiwu though onto Knight. But this time, here is Shun. He's bled out by the Darkin daggers and the Tristana from 3-1 to 4-4. The value beginning to dwindle.
Yeah, I mean, BLG, they're up nearly 4,000 gold with this Baron power play. TP from BLG being committed here. They want to siege this bot side base of DK. They know they have the numbers advantage. It's 4 versus 5. Now is the time to push. Shiwu's dead for 30 seconds more.
And the wave clear is risky. You don't want to end up walking too far forwards, and these turrets are just getting annihilated.
Annihilating this base is BLG. DK doing the dance, trying to prevent any more happening. But that's 2-1 or 3-1-1 to try and maximize the value of their Baron. But a fight inevitable here around this tier 2 mid.
Deadly Flourish, just about wide of Shun there. Certainly no stun, and that means the tier 2 falls as well, and the gold lead balloons to a monstrous 6k.
They had the early advantage, they had that aggression, they were making those plays, but BLG have just found their way back into this game. They've breached the 6k gold mark right now. DK, they need to find something. Maybe a pick onto Knight. He's got a 700 gold bounty on his head.
Here we go.
A high value target.
On's in danger, does speed himself away, but gets shoved away, but not into the wall. The keeper's verdict, knock up, but no kill. Stun instead onto Showmaker, who realm warped into the backline, is able to speed himself away. Bin here with the teleport shield and the Mega Nod just about to time out. Throws a boulder, tries to get the shove back, doesn't quite find it. Showmaker survives for now. Bin in the mini. Viper goes forward with that arcane shift. The damage is there. The encore tag Showmaker. Rise isn't taken low. The gold card follows, and the poke keeps rolling.
Yeah, what a... Oh, Knight goes back in.
Oh, Shiwu, Destiny Gate. The Buster Shot keeps him alive. Flash him from Viper with an arcade shift. Bin with the boomerang slow. Desperate to stop more falling, but they're corralled on their own tier 2. BLG unwilling to let this one slide. They're fish under a turret. It's not quite the same, but they're still on the hook. The line, and see whether they will be sinking with this game. Another gold card. Golden goes Knight, eviscerating in is Shun. They're all so low. The Deadly Flourish not there. In they go. Shun gets it. Immediately taken out. The Hound Pursuit reset. Doesn't come on through. The curtain call comes on down, and Knight should just about escape.
Oh, what it is starting to feel like wallet diff here. We see Randuins, we see Sterix on Bin. He's going to be impossible to kill when he gets that shield trigger as well. Critical damage is significantly reduced, and it just feels like Shiwu has something back. It wasn't a massive loss.
No, back to life, tier 2's falling. They do get the Tristana to shove on up, has at least got to the QSS, which helped against that gold card as we saw. Hang on, needs to be in danger as he's rocket jumped in. QSS is there, flash from Knight, exhausted, still gets the kill with the last auto. Showmaker trying to run away, but all the while the Baron's going down, and both your solo laners are on the bot lane.
What can you do right now? BLG are everywhere on the Rift. They're making the plays. They're leaving only 2 members because they know they have this Baron secured. They're going to rapid fire cannon for Smash, the Rod of Ages, the Actualizer as well for Showmaker. So the damage is there. Now it's...
Oh, the encore is there. Shun with the Darkin daggers brings low Lucid again. 0, 6, and 6. It has not been his game. Now with the Baron, with Mountain Soul, with waves coming crashing in, D plus Kia have to stand against what feels the inevitable win from BLG.
Yeah, they're 5v4 as well for another 30 seconds. Lucid having gone down in that fight there. They were already 5v4. Siwu over the wall.
Just annihilated. He's gone again. I need to find a new word, but maybe it's still appropriate because he just got blasted. Shun, the reset on the ult available, doesn't need to pull it as yet, and they are onto all the inhibitors. The Nexus turrets remain, and D plus Kia, men down, waves down, inhibitors down, and looking like the game down to boot.
BLG are taking it from here. DK locked up under their own turrets. They're locked up under their own Nexus. BLG is sieging. They've turned onto the Nexus. BLG will take this game too.
BLG even it up. It is not a 0-2. The crowd goes wild, and the competition continues. Both keys just about safe.
You know what? I feel comfortable and safe in my prediction of a 2-1.
Does not surprise me.
Yeah.
He's been so strong, so competitive, so versatile for such a long time. He has finally been nerfed somewhat, but there's the Aurora last pick for D plus Kia, likely throwing that towards the top lane for Shiwu into the Aurora, but that's the advantages.
Yeah, Shun in a great position here too if he's able to get this quick enough.
Smash at the level 2, will look to dash on forward with the Relentless Pursuit. Viper taken low but not down, does have the barrier traded, gets a nice pilt of a Peacemaker back. Reminder that the Pantheon is still here. Smash in danger, this needs to be a good kick. Flash away, and the Comet Spear secures first blood.
And that was that early rotation from Shun.
Showmaker on good form here as well, looking to take it to the likes of Knight if they can make it happen. Is up a good CS margin here. Dragon being started. BLG though, thinking of contesting. Shun with the ult could look to come on in. Stolen Shinzao ult. Dragon taken, but unfortunately for Lucid, a Crescent Guard will not keep you alive, and he'll trade the Dragon for his life. With Smash and career over vision control, you can see Knight has made the roam up through the river.
Yeah, look, a river is a great place to roam as well. Wide open spaces, a little bit of water, just something to refresh. A bit of play happening.
Tempered Fate on both. Billy Gaming, the traps are there. It's sprung, and the bot lane collapses from D plus Kia.
BLG found their angle, but they're not done yet.
Lucid in danger. The Crescent Guard gets him out to safety. Alas, the same is not true from Smash and Korea. The crowd begins to erupt. They still get the Dragon. D plus Kia find a silver lining.
Yeah, silver linings are better than no linings, that's for sure.
With that reset after the double picks and the fact they didn't contest that Dragon means they can come up to contest this Herald instead. Showmaker is on vision and is now in danger. Does have the flash, maybe has to burn it. The Cosmic Binding, the Rocket Belt in, the ace in the hole, and Knight claims a scalp.
And that's the vision I was about to talk about up in that top lane. Viper is there, it's 4v dead, and they take the fight convincingly, but we're still not done.
Tempered Fate land onto Korea, but they didn't manage to quite get the trap underneath him. Arm on, over the wall, the Locket keeps him alive, but elsewhere, Shiwu with the solo kill on Bin. Out through the magical journey goes Lucid, gets trapped, gets stunned pretty low, but not taken out. Jun is on top of Shiwu, trying to get some vengeance for his top laner. A smite and a Comet Spear. Ensure it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, Shun able to get Shiwu back. That is DK
Our top laners this series, Bin and Shiwu, have had very high highs and a few lows to go with them. Make no bones about that one.
Your damage is serious, almost exponentially improved, increased here.
Is going to have to go through the tier 1 here. Rocket Belt's away to drop some turret aggro. Knight looking for it, but they are therefore giving up this Dragon. Likely Knight flashes in, look for the Absconder Dog to get some damage down. That's good from the side of Shiwu. Knight left low, but not down. Keeps trying to heal. The Between Worlds is there. Across the Veil as well. Abscond, abduct, the Kingmaker. Tries to make this work. This is a bad word from Shiwu at all. The 1v1, though, eventually goes the way of BLG's mids.
I feel like Shiwu did a great job there. Bin goes in, Equalizer dropped.
On to Lucid, all drop people as well. The jungler left at about half. Slight fumble of my words, but Lucid just about survives is the gist of it. Yeah. Towards the Dragon, though, go BLG.
That's it. They get that priority because they're able to poke the jungler of DK away. So they're going to be able to slow down DK's Dragon stacking here. They take the third Drake of the game, which is also an Infernal. But look at the damage as well. Shiwu putting in so much work at 14.5k.
Lucid again just threatened a little more, won't quite go down. Smash does try to go forwards there with a relentless pursuit. Flash in from On, gets the stun. Damage onto Lucid! And the jungler's dead. Korea now in danger. Knight over the wall, the Abscond, the Abduct. The damage keeps rolling. Scattered back, just about surviving a Showmaker. The damage can't quite be found. And they'll lose their mid-tier 1, but it's only the one member for D plus Gear. But general,
yeah,
half until Infernal Dragon.
I'm loving this game. We're 24 minutes in. It's a 6.5k gold lead to BLG. DK go in.
On's in danger, gets knocked up and immediately blasted. Signs of life.
On is wiped away from the side.
We've been too risky to go towards that Baron. I guess the tier 2 falls. 1,000 gold down, but with On sent back, it feels like D plus Kia might have an angle. A narrow one perhaps, but it's there. D plus Kia waiting in that bush, seeing where the Knight face checks. He's got a Breath of Life to immune some of the CC. Dragon down to 3,000.
There's so many layers to this fight. There's players everywhere.
Oh, it's taken by the Syndra Scout of the week. That gets Soul Point, but the fight after a danger. Lucid just about to survive it out. Flashing from On, they can't quite get the kill. And they get out.
But DK know that they can strike now. Like you said, before those 3 item completions come through, but they're unable to get through the snap trap line of the Caitlyn.
Knight's being collapsed on. He's in a 5v1. Oh, no. Arguably the best player in the world right now.
Korea!
So much danger. Goes Golden. Where is the rest of BLG? The Remember down, and Knight in the mid lane is taken out by Smash.
DK are finding the angles. They're finding the ways in. They've cut the gold lead
40 seconds on the Soul. 5,000 gold is the advantage. Well, 4.5 now. Let's be fair to D plus Kia. It's more playable than it was.
Yeah, we did just see a TP coming through from Knight. He's just answering Shiwu on that bot side.
They're looking to get to Shiwu. They're looking to go onto the flank. Shiwu in danger. Between worlds he goes. He's trying to TP out. Knight interrupts. He absconds and he abducts with Shiwu's hope of escape. The blast cone is there, but there's a shield bolt. And the Aurora, well, she's rabbit meat. It's rabbit hunting season.
Shiwu trying to get those fancy feet, trying to mobility here, but it buys them that numbers advantage at the critical moment. That Drake is up, that Baron is up. BLG have started it, but I love that DK recognize it.
D plus Kia must enter the river, must get past these snap traps somehow, some way. It feels like this is their final moment. They must roll the dice, weight it against them, though it is.
Yeah, weighted against them because of the wallet differential, because of the hand stiff coming through. The equalizer goes down.
It's dangerous, but Lucid chunked out. That's frustrating. That's your jungler. He's Tempered Fate. He's got no opportunity to get to the Baron, and BLG secure it for free. Knight in the mid lane. Flash away. The stolen Between Worlds. Viper takes out Lucid. Lucid. Bingo's golden. Shiwu is here, though. Maybe they can pick up the Rumble, who flashes away. Showmaker with a shotgun. Scatter. Smash. Shuts down Viper. BLG on retreat. Need to get out. They have the Baron to their name, but D the Baron to BLG. They will get to respawn. Knight here. Now look at Shiwu. Remember, still got the flash, but no teleport. Shun is here. The TP in from Showmaker. Looking for the angle. The Scout of the Week is there, and that puts Shun into a horrible spot. DK down Baron, down 4,000 gold, but still finding picks.
BLG overstepping. BLG getting overly confident here. They lose another Baron-empowered member of their team. They're only down to 2. BLG forced to respond. A TP coming in from Bin.
Signs of life from DK. Signs of panic from BLG. DK
Shun is doing. He's back up in 2 seconds, but there's only 2 Baron-empowered members of BLG. They've been unable to do anything.
Tempest his own fate. It doesn't matter.
He's caught again.
Bin's in danger as well. He gets knocked up. Lucid. 0-3. It doesn't matter. Double for Showmaker.
DK get 2 members of BLG. There's only 1 Baron-empowered member, which is Knight. They've lost 4,000 gold.
The gold goes down to 1K alone. There is not just blood in the water, it's crimson in truth.
The TP, they're going for it. 5 members of DK are sieging the base of BLG.
The last hope of the LPL in danger of being snuffed out. 3v5 DK can maybe, just maybe do it. The wave clear is there.
He was able to push Shiwu away, who had to recall. The numbers advantage to BLG. They're just delaying. They're buying time for Knight to find a way in.
Trap
the
line
Drake
is there.
less than half.
On trying to keep the way, the jungler. He's gone golden. They need to win the spike fight, and it is won by Shun. The fight after, though, is another seed in Filey. The Aurora comes in. Buddy with a gun. Shotguns down Viper. Bin and Knight alone have to hold the hopes of the LPL.
DK!
But it's going through their hands. Water, sand in the hourglass.
DK are doing it. DK! For 20 plus seconds.
To the Nexus they go. Bin alone is put in his namesake. The last hope of the LPL. Snuffed out. D plus Kia, go forwards.
Parlez-vous français, are you not entertained? EW 2026 last quarter final delivers an absolute monstrous series. BLG's key will now be crushed by D plus Kia.
One way or another, this team is magic. Sometimes it looks bad. Sometimes it gets you to a semi-finals. D plus Kia from 6,000 gold down, from a Baron down, take out LPL first seed.